morning, it's June 3rd and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. A large-scale network of real-time ocean sensors is being dismantled this year after funding cuts, with the first removal planned off the Oregon coast in mid-June. The Ocean Observatories Initiative, or OO1, will be reduced as the National Science Foundation shifts priorities and focuses on life cycle management rather than cancellation, according to NSF officials referencing a 2025 National Academies report. While much of the seafloor cable network run by the University of Washington will remain online to continue monitoring volcanic and seismic activity, core components of the system are being dismantled. NSF says the descope is a strategic reallocation of resources, not an abrupt shutdown, and emphasizes evolving research needs. The broader backdrop includes earlier moves to cut climate research funding and shutter atmospheric facilities, some of which faced legal challenges or ongoing debate. Reporters note the story comes amid policy discussions tied to projects like Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, which criticized OO1 and called for disbanding much climate research. Experts describe the cuts as part of a larger downsizing of basic scientific research and suggest potential losses in long-standing national commitments. Researchers involved warn that the shutdown could hinder the long-term ability to monitor fundamental science and climate signals. Some scientists have called the expected loss a crippling loss of information, signaling a broader reduction in federal support for essential research. The story is part of a wider news site with sections dedicated to weather, national news, and science, and includes updates to the June 2, 2026 article by Veronique Lacapra of WHOI. An AP expert cautions that the move represents a significant loss for climate monitoring information. Impulse Space has closed a $500 million Series D, led by 137 Ventures and Banner VC to scale production of orbital transfer vehicles and other spacecraft. Led by Tom Mueller, SpaceX's first employee and former propulsion head, the company is building a lineup that includes Mira, a maneuvering spacecraft, and Helios, a larger transfer vehicle slated to fly in 2027 to move satellites between orbits. While AI tools are advancing software development, executives say AI isn't yet ready to replace hands-on hardware engineering because space hardware relies on physical design, testing, and analysis. Impulse serves civil, commercial, and national security customers as demand grows for in-space mobility and faster GEO transfers via Helios and Caravan rideshare missions starting in 2027. Expansion plans include new centers in Boulder, Washington, D.C., and Mojave, with significant hiring to support growth in scale manufacturing. Proceeds will fund design, testing, and manufacturing of space vehicles and expand the workforce amid strong aerospace talent demand. The broader space economy is expanding through satellite deployments, space-based communications, and private sector innovation, creating opportunities for Impulse in space transportation. AI is increasingly used in space operations for autonomous navigation, data analysis, and mission planning, linking AI investment with space tech. Mueller envisions a new era of affordable space access and a robust in-space logistics ecosystem that enables broader commercial activity. Company leadership notes rapid market development and potential new applications and revenue streams in the near term. Impulse is pursuing NASA lunar opportunities with a lunar lander capable of delivering around 3 tons, aiming to participate in CLPS 2.0 and land roughly a 1-ton class payload for moonbase initiatives. Sunburn can happen on cloudy days, and up to 80% of UV rays can penetrate clouds, so sunscreen remains essential and there is no truly safe tan. Dermatologists warn a rising trend among teens and young adults chasing the perfect tan as summer nears, emphasizing health risks from sun exposure. Medical guidance stresses limiting sun exposure and using sunscreen as the best protection, with medical attention advised for severe symptoms like fever, vomiting, or dizziness. WCNC Charlotte provides follow-up contact details with reporter Megan Bragg for readers seeking more information. The New York Times has reported on the tan trend, noting the practice of tan maxing among TikTok users. Allure offers a deeper look at sun worship trends among Gen Z, complementing broader coverage. WCNC Charlotte fact-checked common tanning myths with sources from the Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, and the American Academy of Dermatology. Public health concerns are underscored by skin cancer being the most common cancer in the U.S. in the context of tanning practices. Misinformation on TikTok and Instagram feeds promotes risky beliefs, such as sunscreen causing cancer or base tans providing protection. UV exposure risks extend to lips and eyes, with potential conditions including actinic cheilitis, lip cancer, cataracts, and other ocular issues. Experts warn indoor tanning carries cancer risks comparable to asbestos and plutonium, with early tanning elevating melanoma risk. 2 virologists from Rocky Mountain Laboratories have been charged in a Detroit federal case for smuggling deactivated Mpox virus vials into the United States and lying to investigators. The allegations stem from their January return from a 9-day trip to the Republic of Congo, arriving at Detroit Metropolitan Airport from Paris. Customs officers initially found a large black case believed to hold diagnostics and testing equipment, but investigators later found 113 vials packed in styrofoam coolers. The case is part of investigations by CBP and the FBI, with federal court appearances planned in Missoula, Montana, as the FBI and HHS Office of Inspector General continue the inquiry. The FBI and federal agencies say researchers are not above the law and describe cooperation among the FBI Detroit Joint Terrorism Task Force, FBI Missoula, CBP Detroit, and HHS OIG. A federal complaint states Munster initially denied bringing materials into the U.S., but testing confirmed 113 vials of deactivated Mpox. Prosecutors say required entry documents were not presented. FBI testing on 20 of the vials found 17 with deactivated Mpox, 1 with chickenpox, and 2 containing human DNA. The defendants face charges related to transporting viral pathogens and lying to investigators, highlighting issues around biosecurity and the handling of infectious agents. The investigation underscores safety, regulatory compliance, and public trust concerns in how biological materials are handled at government research facilities. The FBI notes that Munster later claimed necessary documents were in his laptop and suggested such materials are routinely smuggled without issue. Authorities say this case is ongoing, with no additional charging updates provided yet, and the defendants are set to appear in federal court in Missoula as the inquiry proceeds. A warning from the Leiden Declaration on Artificial Intelligence and Mathematics. AI threatens core mathematical values and calls for safeguards to preserve human judgment, transparency, and proper attribution in AI-assisted work. Mathematics is framed as a human-centered discipline built on understanding and communal practice, resisting AI ownership or authorship that overrides human judgment. The Declaration urges clearer AI disclosure guidelines for mathematical work and broader regulatory scrutiny of AI industry practices that affect research integrity, while recognizing AI's potential to assist rather than replace human insight. Co-authors point to a competitive, investment-driven research environment where labs may overstate AI prowess, with implications for integrity and attribution. A major concern is AI systems scraping literature without proper citation or disclosure of how conclusions were reached, hindering verification and remediation. Some recommendations can be implemented by individuals or companies, while others require broader policy or government intervention to regulate the AI industry. Signatories warn that AI developers have commercial incentives to overstate capabilities and to publicize market timelines over rigorous peer-reviewed science. Recommendations include requiring attribution of prior work, tighter scrutiny of AI-assisted results, and independent funding to safeguard researchers' influence over the field. Increased tech company involvement in mathematical research could threaten autonomy and shift priorities toward AI-friendly problems, especially under university budget pressures. Policy guidance advocates protecting authors' rights, regulating the AI industry, investing in public computational infrastructure, and maintaining skepticism toward hype about AI capabilities. Industry momentum, with firms like SpaceX, xAI, Anthropic, and OpenAI pursuing fundraising and visibility, is cited as context for the ongoing hype around AI's role in mathematics. The broader implication is that AI reliability, attribution, and autonomy concerns extend beyond mathematics to other sciences and creative fields, underscoring the need for proactive governance. This has been your Daily Brief in Science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.